Hi everyone, it's Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be working on another Project Life spread for week 12 of 2023. So today I once again pulled out a lot of Ellie Studio goodies. So I loved that You Are My Lucky Charm card there. I thought it was so cute. And all of the 3x4 cards that you see are from the March kit from Ellie Studio. I didn't really like the two 4x6 cards that I had left for this particular spread. So I pulled out another Ellie Studio card, like an older one that had the dark blue that I thought went well with that bottom basketball photo. But I will change a few of these out as I go, so we'll talk about that as I get there. But I think everything that I end up using the whole time is Ellie Studio as far as the cards go. So I usually start with my title card, but today I knew that I wanted to add this quote. It's a parade inside my city, yeah, which is definitely synonymous now with the Memphis Grizzlies. If you follow basketball or if you're a Grizzly fan, for sure. So we're huge Grizzly fans over here, and we were able to go to a game on Monday, me and Will. So that's what that photo is at the top. And I definitely wanted to include this quote somewhere in my scrapbook. So I thought that this was perfect. So I pulled out a small stamp set, and then I just stamped the quote, and then I am cutting it out just by the word. So not by the letter. I didn't want to get too complicated, but I pulled it out by the word. And so now I'm just going to try to fix everything up at the top of this photo, like into the crowd. I did have to end up cutting apart inside, but for me, I don't really care about the grammaticalness of it all. I know, what it should be. So I'm just going to adhere that on, and it all ends up fitting nicely. So I was really happy about the way that that looked. I wasn't able to pop on my final score, which you can see in the upper right portion of the screen. I did print that off, as I do many times off of Instagram, and I'll pop the little final score into the photo. Wasn't able to do that, but I was glad to get the quote in there. So I was happy about the way that turned out. A lot of words, but I liked it. As far as my other photos go, just kind of random things. So besides the game, not a ton went on this week. So I have a picture of Will at my craft desk. He was drawing for some tattoos that he was working on, and I thought it was cute that he was in my craft room. Then we made kind of a deconstructed chickpea pot pie earlier in the week, so I definitely wanted to document that because it was super good. Then I have a little small photo that I just printed off as a 2x2 of our book club meeting. This week we finished up Dial A for Aunties, so we had a book club meeting, and then the little tiny photo at the bottom is a screenshot from my friend Casey. So she sent me a picture of a couple of our favorite characters, Lane and Brittany, from season, I think it is season 12 of Big Brother. That was kind of the showmance we never got. So, as I've mentioned before, Casey, one of my best friends, is rewatching Big Brother seasons with me. So we are about to embark on season 14, which is another really good one. So I'm excited about that. So I wanted to kind of document that I'm rewatching the seasons again. So I have all my pictures in place and have all my cards in place. So now it's just time to kind of do the little bit of embellishing and adding on my journaling and whatnot here and there. So I do have all of these little die cuts that come out of the little kind of punch out die cut sheets that you always get with Ellie Studio. So these are the rest of the embellishments that came with the March kit. So I'm adding on any little things that I feel like will work out okay. I also found that brand new alpha, the little circle alphas that I use for the week 12 at the top, and I can't remember now if those were from Ellie Studio or not. I feel like they might have been, and they were brand new in my stash, so that was exciting to be able to pull those out. And actually over on Patreon this month for March, I always do a vlog video over there where I like talk to the camera and stuff more and do all kinds of different things. But this month I did a craft room organizing video, and by organizing some of my thickers and my alphas, I was able to find those. So that was a win for sure. I have so many random thickers that I just don't have a place for. So trying to get better with my organizing skills here in my craft room. So at this point, I am about to work on, I think, this lower card here with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I've got to say, this card was one of my favorites in the kit. I loved it. But as I started to write on it, I just really didn't like the way that it was looking. So here, after I kind of complete the second one, I was like, I just don't like this. So I dipped back into my stash to try to see if I could find another card. I think what annoyed me was that I felt like the numbers should be farther over on the left side, like at the very front of the card, because as I was starting my journaling, everything was like really smushed over there to the right side of the card, and I just didn't really like the way that that looked. So I'm going to look for a second. I end up going with this kind of blue card here, and I will add just kind of all my journaling on there. I really prefer when there's cards that are numbered like that, because it's really easy to tell your journaling, or for me at least, in like a kind of just a little sentence about 5 different things that happened throughout the week type thing, instead of like one big paragraph. But alas, I had to change the card, so one big paragraph is what we're going with. So here I'm just going to kind of write about the week, the few things that went on, and then I am going to pull out a couple of my small roller stamps here, and I'll add a few little bits and pieces onto a few parts. Now, actually, this second card on this 4x6 little area here, the 2 3x4s, I'm going to also take that one off too, like the one that I'm stamping on right now. I end up just not liking it, and I think it's because it was too colorful. I don't know. There's a lot of blue in here, and I know that the Lucky Charm card has color in it, but for some reason that stripe started to annoy me. So I end up grabbing out a more like just teal color, and that ended up working for me. So I'm going to pull off my photo and the couple embellishments that I have and just kind of like redo it. And I really liked the way that it worked. I didn't want things to get too busy, especially because I have a lot of photos, and also with that stamped title on that lower photo, I just didn't want it to get too busy on here. So I felt like this kind of calmed it down a little bit. So I end up just adding it right here, and then I just add the date to the top, and really that's it. So I just kept it really nice and simple. So unfortunately I wasted 2 cards there, but that's just how it goes. Every now and then that happens, but sometimes I just gotta change it. If something's bugging me, I just have to fix it. So I'm happy the way that it ends up turning out here. So just adding my 2 3x4s on the piece of just regular old computer paper there to keep them nice and snug in the pocket so they don't move around or anything. And I think that is pretty much it. I might do a tiny bit more journaling on the card about the book club. I'm pretty sure I add like what book we were reading, but besides that, it's pretty much done. So I really like the way that this week turned out. I like the colors, and I like that I was kind of able to work with the LA Studio goodies. And that's one thing I love about LA Studio, is that from month to month, they seem to match well enough where like I could pull out a few cards from previous months and make them work with the cards I wanted to use from this current month's kit. So I love that a lot. So I'm gonna add a little bit of journaling here to this card, and I will add a bit of stamping up to that yellow right here, this yellow tab that I added on that card, and then we will actually call it done. So once again, super happy to have another Project Life spread in the books. I love working on this project week after week. So if you enjoyed this process video, please give me a like. Please also consider subscribing if you haven't. And of course, I'll be back at you super soon with another one. Thanks, y'all. Bye.